Welcome to the CrossFit Max podcast.
Team, what is up? Welcome back. At the time of recording this episode, it is my 30th birthday, so we are getting down and dirty with 30 lessons that I have learned over my years of doing CrossFit. If you get value out of this, then please share it with someone or at least give us a rating and a review on whatever platform you're listening to. It really helps push our message out to some newer people. All right, enough of the intro. Let's get straight into it. All right, 3, 2, 1. We are in it.
Let's win it.
Go. Are we going to say that every week? It's my 30th birthday today, folks.
Happy birthday, Brandon.
Oh, my goodness.
You're looking old.
All right, we're doing something special for
kidding.
today. I just bypassed what you said. My wife did make me breakfast this morning and a coffee with my collagen and creatine in my coffee, of course.
Correct.
Yeah, it was quite the treat. And then we coached a pretty badass 12 p.m. class.
Yes.
I think you got some good footage of that class as well, which I'm excited to look into.
Yes, I was being an Instagram mom during the CrossFit class.
Look at us.
A mom of our clients.
Owner, coach, videographer, marketer, all of the above.
Don't we do?
Yeah. Anyways, so today we're going to do something a little bit special for the podcast here.
For no reason, really.
Yeah.
No, because it's Brandon's birthday. He is going to spend this episode telling us 30 things that he has learned from doing CrossFit. 30
things, 30 lessons, whatever we want to call it. It's going to be fun. I wrote them down pretty quick, and I feel like I'm for sure going to record this podcast, upload it, and be like, darn, I completely forgot about X, Y, and Z. But I wrote down 30 things.
We can always make a sequel.
For 31.
For 31st birthday.
So I guess what we can do, we won't do a banter topic for today because we have a lot of things to go through here. Do we want to talk about client of the week first before we dive into the 30 things?
Yeah, let's do it. And then have you ever seen the Vogue interviews?
No.
Where they spitfire, celebrities spitfire, answers to questions?
Literal spitfire?
No, quickly respond to questions. I feel like you should do that for some of the things, and then some of them are probably going to be longer-winded answers.
Yeah. And I wrote them in no particular order, by the way, just an FYI. So yeah. Okay, let's talk about our client of the week, though.
Pew, 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 pew,
oh yeah, this one is a special one because she is a client, but turning into a team member, of the CrossFit Max team. But nonetheless, she has been killing it the last couple weeks. And her name is...
Melissa.
Griffin?
Yes.
Yeah, let's make sure we specify now.
Have multiple Melissas.
Yeah, so shout out to Mel. She has been a member at our gym for the last couple months. She's been doing more once a week. She's been coming back from a pretty major injury in her shoulder.
From a car accident.
Yeah, she was in
in January, I think, or February.
Yeah. Earlier this year, she was in a pretty major car accident where she banged up her shoulder pretty badly. So she's been coming back into CrossFit.
She's not letting it stop her. She's been tackling her workouts. Over the last couple of weeks, she's really upped her participation in the group classes.
I think this week she's on session. She just did her 4th session in a row.
So good. And she's always so smiley and bubbly. Definitely a light in the gym. We're really excited to be having her join our
tell them why she's joining.
And she is going to be the CrossFit Max massage therapist.
Hell yeah.
So we have, I don't know if maybe our members who have been coming to the gym at the moment have noticed, we have been doing some renovations upstairs in our mezzanine because we have turned one of the rooms that wasn't really being used for anything other than storage into a massage room.
Powered through last weekend and the last few days
Lots
on
of
how
painting. Brandon has been working hard.
Painted that damn ceiling black. Now it looks beautiful. Painted the walls black and white. So yeah, I'm excited for Mel to join the team. I'm excited to get my first massage from her.
Oh my God, I'm so excited for my massage.
Yeah. So yeah, stay tuned for more info on her. We're going to be opening that office really soon for her.
Literally next week, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna just
maybe by the time this podcast is out, we might be up and running.
Oh snap!
Book your massages.
We might get the decor ready to go, and then a few little touch-ups here and there, but yeah, that room is looking 1,000 times better than what it did last week.
But either way, Mel is such a light and a joy, and I'm so lucky to have her in our community and now as part of our team.
She even brought a friend in this week.
Oh, yeah. 10 on 10. We love the referral. So one of her girlfriends has just actually started doing foundations with me, getting ready to join the group classes. So super exciting. Yeah. Love that.
Yeah.
Shout out Mel.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's jump right in.
Let's do it here.
Get in the nitty gritty.
Some of them are going to be like pretty quick, like you said. Some of them, I'll put a little bit of a description and you can add on to things that maybe this applies for you as well, which I feel like probably a lot of this stuff is going to apply to you.
100%. Okay. Give us like the first 5.
Okay. The first one, and I'll also say that some of these, and maybe a lot of these we've spoken about on the podcast before, but the first one, I feel like I had to start with this, and that's something that we've covered before in a full podcast, but that is CrossFit is for anyone and not for everyone. So it can be for anyone who is willing to put in the effort. It is not a closed thing. You don't have to be fit to start. You don't have to be old or young to start. You can be older to start as well.
Like Brandon now, he's 30.
So we know that one. That is for sure. Number 2, I put CrossFit is a lifestyle. And what I mean by that is that it goes well beyond the 4 walls inside of our gym here. You take that CrossFit and you learn so much from it, and hopefully that applies to you for the other 23 hours out of the day. Anything to add yet? No?
No.
Okay. Some of these I just put in as things that I really, really love. So number 3, I love to lift. And specifically on the weightlifting side of things, my favorite movement is definitely the clean.
Why don't you program them anymore then?
What do you mean? You just complained that I put too much cleans in on the other day.
No, power cleans.
Oh, you want power cleans?
I want power cleans back. I love them so much. I love a power clean. That's a great lift. A squat clean, less my favorite.
So in this last 12-week cycle, we've been heavily working on the front squat and the squat clean to get people more comfortable in the front rack position. So Susie has been a little bit
frustrated because I'm just...
sassy is the proper word.
Yeah, sassy would be right. Okay, because I feel like when it comes to power cleans, I am an animal. And when it comes to squat cleans, I am a baby kitten.
All right, on number 4.
Moving on. It's not about me.
So number 4, I put gymnastics is underrated.
What do you mean?
When I started CrossFit, I believed that we'd be seeing some crazy weightlifting stuff and people doing like high intense workouts, but what I fell in love with is I saw people doing like muscle ups and handstand walks and handstand push-ups. And me 10 years ago, I could barely do like 10 push-ups on my toes. I couldn't even do a single pull-up. So gymnastics is super underrated. Learn how to move your body well and the rest will follow.
I think the last point that you just said, learn how to move your body well and the rest will follow, is so important, because I feel like sometimes people pick up bad habits when they're doing their gymnastics and then they plateau. yeah. because their bad habits are limiting them. I was having this conversation with Jen, actually, one of our clients today in the noon class. I was kind of assisting you while I was Instagram videoing, and I was telling her she needs to take one step back before she's actually going to be able to go forward. She needs to relearn the proper position of her beat swing and her kip, because right now she's kind of relying on old habits that are like not amazing. So
that's definitely something as coaches we try to do. We try to clean them up, and then sometimes they're like, no, but it's working, and I'm like, yeah, it's working right now. And then you plateau, and then you wonder why you plateau. So it's like, hey, just try this out. So
learning the basics, mastering the basics for gymnastics, super key.
And the next one kind of goes really well with it, and that's movement quality is key.
Whoa. It's like I predicted you were going to say that.
And that is for everything. So, I mean, not just in terms of gymnastics, but just if you really, really analyze your movement quality and you work on your movement quality, you bring down the intensity, you bring down the weights, focus on your movement quality, that will hit hard for the long run. Number 6, I put intensity comes in all different ways. I used to think intensity was simply like your heart rate jacked up, but intensity comes in all different ways, meaning like it comes in doing gymnastic movements that are really complex for your body. It comes in loading up a barbell and going a lot heavier than what you've ever done before. So intensity comes in all different ways was number 6 for me. Number 7, This one I wrote early into the process here, and I wrote coaching is a privilege. And this one just kind of hit because I've coached for many years now, and sometimes I take it for granted, but there was a time when I wasn't really coaching people in person, and I really missed how much.
Like during the pandemic?
Yeah, we did some like online Zoom stuff, but I remember that, and then I took a complete year off of, or maybe I take a year or 2 years, maybe a complete year off of coaching, like actual coaching. I just did like online coaching, meaning like I just programmed workouts for people to do in their garage and in their basements and stuff like that. But I was never in person, one-on-one with people, moving them, and I really missed that. So when we opened up CrossFit Max, I really appreciated coaching people in person, and I know that this is something that I definitely want to do for the rest of my life. And yeah, so coaching is a privilege. Number 8, the CrossFit community is so important. We've spoken about community many times in the podcast before, but you don't realize how important that community is until you're in it. And I'm not just talking about community being like in the gym. I'm talking about, well, actually some of the other points that I'll bring up later, but that are going to be kind of related, but it goes beyond just that 60-minute CrossFit group class.
Yeah.
Care for others, I feel like is something that I learned early in. When I first started CrossFit, there was someone in the class that I had no idea who it was, and they had just said, "Go, Brandon." And right from that moment on, I knew that if you cared for other people, that you would be able to push harder, they would be able to push harder, and just everyone will be able to get more out of their training and more out of CrossFit.
Yeah, it feels good to hear someone cheering for you, and it also feels good to cheer for your peers.
Yep. This one was kind of a funny one. Some people will be able to relate. I will not be able to relate, but I do think it's quite funny. I wrote jump over the box and not to the box. Meaning, when we see people do box jumps here, I see people
You hear
jump.
that? He's laughing at you right now, guys.
I see people jump their feet right barely over the edge of the box here, whereas what I coach people to do is I coach people to like think about really jumping over that box. So some of my athletes are listening to this. They know what I'm saying right now. Do you have anything to add to that? Because Susie's hit the box a couple times.
Whoa. Throwing shade, calling me out.
No.
All
right,
I mean, also like look at the box. Don't look in front of you.
Yeah. Don't look at God. Don't look up in the sky. He's not looking at you. He will not help you as you're doing your box jumps. I promise you. All right, next one.
Wear shin pads.
Give everyone a cheer right to the very end of the workout.
Yeah, we take this seriously in our gym.
We always say, or one of the rules we have here is you're not allowed to put your equipment away until the very last person is done. There is nothing worse than you doing like dumbbell push press and someone walks straight in front of you to go put their dumbbells away. Like that is so frustrating. So
disrespect.
We cheer people on to the very end, and you never know when you're going to be at the very end.
And the workout is not over until the last person is done.
Exactly. We start the workout as a team and we finish the workout as a team.
100%.
Number 12, I wrote CrossFit has a lot of math.
Maths is hard.
Counting reps, counting rounds, counting the weight on the bar.
Pink bar plus blue plates is 125. Pink bar plus green plates is 85.
Yes. And then if you put a blue plate and a gray plate, what does that equal, Suze?
155.
145.
45.
Every gym is different.
Maths is hard.
Every gym has different colored plates. Well, not every gym, but the plates that we have, the gray ones are 10s, the white ones are 15s, the green ones are 25s, and the blue ones are 45s. But I feel like it's an ongoing thing every week that I'm just trying to teach people how to do math, which is absolutely hilarious. But that's how it was when I started also. So
yeah, I think that took me literally owning our own gym with cool colored bumper plates to learn. And you know what actually taught me how to learn how to count the bar was everyone in the class would look to me to help them count the bar because, well, I own the place. So like I was, oh shit, I'm on the spot. Okay, I gotta learn. And then I just learned by color. I don't actually know math. If we were to change the color of the plates, I'd be lost.
Well, good thing we'll never do that.
Never.
Unless we add the yellow ones to our gym eventually, which are the 35-pound plates. And
That's
that'll
okay.
throw everything off.
That's a new color. It's not a switch of a color. I'll just learn what 2 yellow plates equals.
All right, number 13, I wrote consistency is key.
Hell
Got to
yeah.
be consistent. And this goes really, really well with number 14, and that's results are earned, not given. Do I need to go into that?
No, I think that one is pretty straightforward.
Results are earned, not given. You're not going to lose weight.
You're going to get from this what you put in
or
it.
not by yourself, but essentially you're not going to lose weight by just hoping to lose weight.
It's just like you're not going to save money if you don't put money aside. It's like the same thing.
Absolutely. Yeah. You're not going to get your pull-up if you don't train your pull-up. So results are earned, not given. When people, and I think people should be more proud of their results as well. I'll add that as a little bonus one into the 14th one there. Mm-hmm. Number 15, which this one hits really hard here. The best relationships are formed in a CrossFit gym. I see this over and over and over again. We are witnessing it in our gym now that we're coming up on our 1 year mark. We've been to weddings now that
CrossFit weddings
where people have met inside a CrossFit gym. We are seeing best friends. One of my best friends is from meeting him in a CrossFit gym. Shout out Justin. So yeah, so best relationships are formed in a CrossFit gym. I forced
my best friends to join our CrossFit gym. Shout out Sasha.
Yeah, and that goes really well with the community thing I was talking about before. But number 16, start now, not tomorrow. We always hear people say, yeah, I'm going to start on Monday, or yeah,
once I'm in shape, I'm going to come to the gym.
Yeah, that's a good one as well. Yeah. Start now. We hear people all the time saying, oh, like I wish I started like 10 years ago, or I wish I started when I was in my 30s, or I wish I was in my 20s, or I wish I started when I was 16.
We can't go back in time. Unfortunately, we are where we are.
Start now, not tomorrow.
The youngest you're ever going to be is right now, so start now.
Number 17, I love a lot of double unders. The more double unders, the better. I freaking love them. Just did a workout with double unders. Made me happy on my birthday to do a workout with them. So love me some double unders.
Strong disagree.
Number 18, nutrition is the foundation. If your nutrition is off, everything you do in CrossFit, in your life, in your sleep, everything is going to be off if your foundation is not built properly.
You cannot outtrain a bad diet.
You cannot. And nutrition is the foundation. So work on your nutrition. It plays a far more significant role than many people realize.
And eat your protein. I don't know why that was funny, but like just eat your damn protein, people.
I think we're putting a newsletter together called that, right?
Yeah, I'm going to send out an email. They'll have received it by the time this comes out. And the emailed subject line is eat your damn protein.
That'll get people to click on it. All right, the next one, number 19. You need more cardio. You just need to do it. You need to build an aerobic base. You need to get onto the bike. You need to get outside and run. You need more cardio. I know sometimes it can be boring, but this is why we created the cardio and cardio session for the week. It's a nice piece to throw in there. It's a nice aerobic session. It is definitely not boring. At least we try not to make it. So yeah, you just need more cardio. The more cardio you do, the healthier your heart's going to be, the healthier your lungs are going to be, the more blood is going to be flowing through your body, the more the healing process in your body is going to be kind of lifted up a little bit to another level. So you just need to do more cardio. There's all things good when you do more cardio. And it doesn't have to be intense cardio. We're not talking about like hard metcons. I'm talking about low intensity, low push, steady state kind of cardio. The other thing.
Don't forget to breathe, babe.
Number 20. Goes well with Susie's protein and the nutrition. Take creatine. It is the supplement that you should be taking every single day. Susie's looking at me with mean eyes because she said she started taking it a couple weeks ago. She lied.
It was just easier to lead you to believe that I was taking it so we couldn't have this discussion. And I'm not taking it because I don't like the benefits or I don't want to lift heavier.
How? You haven't even been able to.
No, listen to me.
Oh,
You heard me wrong. I said it's not because I don't like them. It's because I don't like the taste of the creatine powder.
Oh my God, don't get me started here.
I wish I could have a yummy tasting creatine powder, and then I would take it every day.
Yeah, you could take it pill form.
Go get me that.
All right, next thing. Lift heavy often. You want to get stronger, you got to lift heavy weights. You want to get fitter, you got to lift heavy weights. You want to see more muscle on your body, or
Booty
and
gains.
you want to burn fat, you need to lift heavy weights often. So lift heavy often. That's number 21. Number 22. It's not about how well you perform. It's about how well you look doing it.
AKA wearing pink.
You got to wear pink. The swag is important. Shout out to Nike and to Gymshark. Those are my two favorite sporting apparel companies. And obviously our
I'm going to
CrossFit
shout out
Max.
to Babes Motion Wear
Babes Motion Wear. Yeah,
for
unfortunately.
the chicas.
Yeah, fortunately I can't. Well, maybe I could wear some Babes. I mean, I could probably rep it.
That would be uncomfortable for everybody, to be honest.
Should we grab one of your shorts and see?
Absolutely not. I'm not forgoing my beautiful shorts to your thunder thighs.
So number 22 is a little bit of a joke, but it does play a significant role.
But like, actually wear pink makes you feel good and happy and smiley on the inside. And go get yourself a new activewear set from Babes Motion Wear, and I promise you're going to lift heavier just because you feel fabulous.
It's scientifically proven. The research is there. If you wear pink, an automatic increase of 10% of all your fitness gains.
I think I should be a sponsored athlete for Babes Motion Wear.
Yeah, we should reach out to her.
I'm going to ask her.
Yeah.
Affiliate me.
And it this kind of goes well with my next point here, but it when you buy some new swag, it helps with the motivation, helps boost a little bit of morale towards your training
100%.
and stuff. So
100%.
But this leads into point number 23, which motivation won't always be there, but hopefully your discipline will. So if you're
your pink workout clothes.
So not every day are you going to want to go to the gym. Not every day are you going to want to lift heavy. But if you're disciplined enough and you do it consistently and you build a habit of doing that, you will see major gains. And it's great when motivation is at an all-time high, but it's not always there, unfortunately. Number 24, to help with that discipline, I love me some pre-workout.
That's another one I'm not into.
I feel like this is like one of those added supplements that I just enjoy. I've taken every single day, or every single workout, I should say, for I don't know how many years now. But
Brandon gets annoying when he takes pre-workout because he gets all hyper and happy.
Yeah, so there's like a lot of unknowns about pre-workout. Maybe there's not a lot of education around it, but the pre-workout that I take simply has caffeine, which we all know what caffeine does. It kind of just boosts you up a little bit, boosts your energy up. It has beta-alanine in it, and beta-alanine, we have it naturally in our body, but when we put in a little bit more and we're not used to that amount of beta-alanine in our system, essentially the side effects of that is it just makes you a little bit hotter, so your temperature goes up a bit, and it might make you a little bit itchy. So your skin might feel a little bit itchy. It's not a bad thing. It's just because your system is kind of reacting to a little bit more than what it's used to. But if you take it consistently, then I don't feel itchy ever when I take my pre-workout. And what beta-alanine helps with is like that lactic acid control, I guess. So when you're doing like a ton of air squats or a ton of heavy squats and you feel that burn in your quads, the beta-alanine essentially helps alleviate that pain. So you can be able to push through a little bit more. And it also has creatine in it. So it helps with all the things we talked about creatine before. So those three things alone help a lot. The energy helps with that lactic acid build that we have so much of in CrossFit, and then that creatine monohydrate that just helps with the overall strength recovery and all the other things. So
if you want to buy pre-workout, we sell it at the gym.
Yeah. Number 25, I wrote, and this is something I've learned from coaching and I've already talked to you about, but when I started coaching, I was pretty young, and you're 21, 22 years old, and you're talking to adults, and you're trying to coach people who are
I'm still really young, so like
yeah. But anyways, the number 25 is that I wrote, respect is earned, not given. And it's something that I've heard when I was really young, and I've applied that to when I've coaching. People don't always think that, hey, like just because this guy's a coach doesn't mean that he knows everything. And I feel like the respect part is that you have to earn those people's respect. You have to show them that you know what you're doing. You have to show them you have to earn that respect from that person for them to really understand, okay, this guy actually knows what he's talking about. So that's something that I learned young into being a coach, And I feel like I've held on to that statement for a while. Number 26, group training brings a really fun atmosphere.
Hell yeah.
I've done high-level competitive CrossFit where I've sat in the gym by myself and done hours and hours and hours of training, and I will never get as much of a good stimulus compared to when I'm in a group throwing down.
Yeah, I just love working out with groups.
Yeah.
You just find that extra gear when you're surrounded by other people who are also pushing to their best of their ability.
Yeah. That's part of the community aspect inside of our walls that I really, really love. It's just the energy people bring, the pushing, the jokes, the everything. Like you
supporting each other.
It's just so much more fun in a group. So
yep.
Number 27, I wrote, get yourself some goddamn CrossFit shoes.
No.
Susie says that because she doesn't actually have CrossFit shoes, but I cannot state this enough.
Everyone else should do it. I'm the exception to the rule.
You are not the exception. You just are hard-headed. If you're training with running shoes, stop it. Don't
especially
do
if you're
this.
doing any sort of weightlifting with running shoes. Like this
Yes.
is not the vibe.
Yes, your ankles will cave in.
Yeah.
I mean, just grab
You're not stable.
when you go home, grab a pillow, go barefoot onto that pillow, grab a dumbbell and try to balance yourself on a pillow with that dumbbell and trying to lift that dumbbell overhead. And you're going to see how unstable your foot is. This is essentially what a running shoe is. And you're trying to do weightlifting with it. And it's ridiculous. Get yourself a CrossFit shoe. Invest in it. It'll be durable. It'll be way better for your foot. You'll be able to have much more stability. You'll feel much more comfortable. Invest in a CrossFit shoe. Please.
Do as I say, not as I do.
For my 30th birthday, I want you guys to all go get yourself a CrossFit shoe if you don't have one. Okay. The next one, chalk is life. Chalk will help with so many different things. We've made I think since the pandemic, I feel like chalk has really gone far from the old school chalk to now we use the liquid chalk. And I feel like the liquid chalk is so much better, and not just in terms of cleanliness of the gym.
Liquid chalk far exceeds block chalk in every single way. Mm-hmm. The obvious is just it goes straight onto your hands and nowhere else. But then once it dries, like it stays on your hands. You don't need to keep reapplying. Mm-hmm. And your gym owner loves you so much more because they don't have freaking chalk everywhere around the gym. Yep. The second someone uses chalk that's not liquid chalk, it goes everywhere.
Yep. So yeah, chalk is super important. I was just telling Susie this before, but the only time I ever use chalk now is actually only with barbell cycling stuff. So snatches, cleans, That is pretty much it. The rest, like I have my gymnastics grips, and they work great. I don't even ever put chalk on with the Victory grips. So, yep.
Victory grips are great. I just prefer using my bare hands. Wow, we actually have nothing in common.
You need to learn some of my lessons here. All right, number 29. You don't need machines. You are the machine, which is a statement that CrossFit marketed the hell out of.
Oh, yeah?
So many years ago.
I thought that was a you statement.
No. I wish I created that. It sounds really cool. But this is like an old school CrossFit thing. You don't need machines. You are the machine. That's why when people used to walk in a gym, and we still get that now, but people would be like,
where's the equipment?
Where's all your machines? So I learned that very early into CrossFit.
Right.
I don't know if I had that same thought, but maybe I had that same thought 10 years ago. But also, I love me the row, bike, and ski though.
Yeah, but they're not the typical workout machines that people are talking about.
Yeah.
They're cardio machines.
Yeah. I love the...
What's your favorite? Row, bike, or ski?
Bike. Yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised.
What did you think I was going to say?
Row?
Why?
I don't know, because you're so good at it.
Are you saying I'm not good at the bike and the ski?
I'm saying you're really exceptional at the row.
It's because the ski and the bike is relatively newer into CrossFit. Let's say I've only used a bike erg for the last maybe 2 years. Maybe 3. Max 3 years I've only used the bike erg. Out of 10 years.
I get exhausted more on the ski, but I'm good at it. So I like the ski.
Actually, I would, yeah.
I'm not great at the bike, but it is nice to sit.
I would say also the
So,
ski. The ski are only the last 2-3 years as well. So the bike and the ski are relatively new in my training. So I've had 7 years of just the rowing machine.
Yeah. Like, if you told me right now I had to go on one of them for 10 minutes, I would pick the bike. If you told me it's a competition and you're in the competition, in the workout, we're going to have one of the 3 machines, I would pick the row or the ski because I'm good at them.
Yeah, you are. Yep.
Guess I need stronger legs.
All right. Are you ready for point number 30? The last lesson. I hope I hit everything here.
Let's go.
CrossFit has definitely changed my life in every single aspect. Personally, how I feel, how I look. It's helped me professionally, socially, my outlook on life. It has definitely changed my life completely. All right, let's end it there.
Mic drop.
Yeah, so that was point 30. I wrote that down.
It really is the center of our world.
Yeah. The second I walked into a CrossFit
I mean,
gym,
I'm the center of your world, but after me.
Yes, you're the center of the center. Yeah, as soon as I joined CrossFit, I had a passion for it, and then it became something that turned into a career as well. But helping people, coaching people, training, everything, every aspect of CrossFit has significantly changed my life in all the better ways. So yeah, thanks CrossFit.
Oh, thanks Brandon for sharing those beautiful 30 lessons that CrossFit has taught you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday again.
Thanks, love. What are we doing this weekend? You have a little surprise for me tomorrow?
We're going for dinner, and
Wow.
then this weekend we're hanging out with your friends and we're celebrating your dirty 30.
Wow. All right. Well,
And I think we're going to see your family on Sunday.
we are going to see, yeah. Going to
Busy weekend.
Papa's house on Sunday for some family time. Maybe a little bit hungover after the celebrations on Saturday night, but
We might regret that when we're driving to the South Shore in the morning. Just kidding.
well, I hope all the listeners got some good things. I would be really interested if any of you guys, if one of those 30 or even some of those 30s point hit you in a certain way. Maybe if you guys want to share some of your points, send them over to Susie or myself. Send us a DM. I've been getting a lot of DMs today. Happy birthday messages. I love people.
It's so much fun when it's your birthday. Your phone blows up like you're famous.
Yeah, as I was going through the notes, the 30 notes I had on my phone written, and it was ding, like at the top thing, scrolling down, and all the people are sending me all the love.
You're very loved, Brandon. Thank you so much for all that you do.
Yeah. Thanks, babe.
All right.
Well, guys,
Next week it's not Brandon's birthday anymore, so I guess we won't be talking about him anymore.
We'll be talking about us because it's our wedding anniversary in 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. And then it's our 1-year gym anniversary, CrossFit Max first
August
birthday.
is a fun month.
Wow, so many good things. But yeah,
All right.
So stay tuned for some cool things with Mel, the massage therapist. She's going to be a fun addition to the team. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
Later.
Bye-bye.